What's up, and welcome to Unspoken Conversations. I'm James Crow, and here we talk about issues and situations that are in plain sight. Things that people hate to talk about, but it needs to be said, from relationships, families, friends, and life. Our goal is to shed light and understanding so that just maybe we can start to rebuild relationships, families, and ultimately, our communities. What's up, and welcome back. In this episode, my question is to both men and women. What do you do and how do you respond to an ultimatum? Your partner gives you an ultimatum. Doesn't matter what it is. How do you respond to it? What do you do with this? I don't know what y'all doing, but here's me. If my partner gives me an ultimatum for whatever the hell it is, I'm automatically going the opposite direction. Automatically. I can't do it. Because here's what that's saying. If this person comes to me and they say it's either this or this, clearly this is what they want. They want this. If you don't blah 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 blah. If they say this, you don't do this, then this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna do this, or you're gonna have to do this, or whatever. I'm gonna automatically say, then this is what it is. I am immediately not giving them their way, because if you give them their way in an ultimatum, who's to say that they're now they just spun their silver bullet, and it got you. So now if they get their hands on another silver bullet and later on in life, another ultimatum comes up, see what's going to happen? Now you're forever going to be dealing with ultimatums from a shit person, because this is how they are. They need to manipulate. They need to change you. They need to win. You know what I'm saying? They need it to be their way. That is not a us. That is a them. You don't see that? I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, me. A person gives me an ultimatum. Nah, go ahead and kick rocks. Kick rocks. I'm going to pick the opposite of what you want. Even if it's not what I want, I'm going to pick the opposite of what you want, specifically to get you to understand. No, you're not going to force me to do shit. You're not going to force me to do shit. If you'll force me here, you'll force me later on there, and you'll force me later on there, and there, and there, and there. We're not doing that. I'm not getting in a relationship with a woman. If I was a woman, I wouldn't get into a relationship with a man that was trying to force me to do shit. I'm not talking about how you dress and something that can be looked at as far as protection. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying forced you to do things for them. For them. I wouldn't get into a relationship like that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do it. If this woman said, you need to get rid of your Facebook, you need to get rid of your Facebook, or else. Or else what? Or else what? You know what I'm saying? Or else I'm going to do this, this, and this. All right, let's just skip to the chase. Let's just get to that. Yeah, I'm not going to do that shit, because right now it's Facebook. But what if next month is social media altogether? Okay, then what happens if it's, you need to get rid of your YouTube? You need to quit your job. If you don't quit your job so we can move to Texas, then I'm just going to have to figure something else out. Now you want me to give up my job? What if it ain't my job? What if it's, you need to stop talking to your mom? I don't like your mom. And if you can talk to her, then that means you don't love me. You see what done happened? We done went from fucking social media. We done went from Facebook to my mama. But this is what y'all doing though. Y'all are allowing room for one ultimatum. And then you want to get mad when 20 ultimatums later, you still got to deal with this motherfucker. Nah. Now put your foot down in the first ultimatum. The first ultimatum. Don't slide past that. If somebody puts you on an ultimatum, go the opposite direction. Even if you don't want to, go the opposite direction, because they need to know the ultimatums should not move you. They should not. That puts this other person in power of you, and that's not how that should be. You should be in authority of your own life, and they should be in authority of their life. They should be willing to do some things for you, but not made to do things for you, and vice versa. And if a person is willing to make you do it, that is not the relationship you want to be in. I don't give a fuck how much you love them. I did a weird an episode about the weird shit people do behind sex, good sex and great sex, right? And some of y'all is staying in relationships for good sex and great sex. With that being said, coming back to this, an ultimatum. Some of y'all ain't willing to let go of a person over an ultimatum because the sex is good and great. Nah, don't do that.
Stop the cap.
We are not going. And
we do not care.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. At least over here anyway. I'm not doing that. You give me an ultimatum, you're going to be mad at yourself. Because you tried to play a game that I wasn't willing to play. I'm not going. I'm not going. Y'all doing some weird shit. Y'all really doing some weird shit. An ultimatum should be your first red flag. If a person could give you an ultimatum, that should be your first red flag as to what this person is going to be like from this day forward. How do you not see that? This person is willing to put themselves before you in a relationship if they can give you an ultimatum. It's completely different if they came to you and was like, baby, I got a situation with this right here. I got an issue with this one situation. Your parent, let's use your parent for example, right? Male, female, whoever. Your partner comes to you and is like, baby, I really don't like your mom. She's so mean to me. Your mom is so mean to me. I don't like being around her. She's just, if this is something we can't resolve, I don't know how I'm going to be able to take being around this woman. You notice she didn't say, if this is how she's going to be, I'm never going around her again. If this is how she's going to be and you don't check it, then you don't love me. You notice none of that was said. If this woman said to me, if this is how she's going to be, I don't know if I'm going to be able to be around her like that. That's scary, baby. That's hurtful. That's demeaning. She's so demeaning to me. This is where that man would say, no, I understand, baby. Let me work on that. Let me work on that. Let me get in mom's head. Let me work on that. You get what I'm saying? That's not an ultimatum. She just voiced her opinion and the man stepped in and tried to fix the issue. That's how it should be. But if you're willing to give a person an ultimatum, it means you don't give a fuck about that person. You only give a fuck about yourself. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong on all levels. You know what I mean? So, how do you respond to an ultimatum? Go the opposite direction. Whatever the goddamn ultimatum is, I don't care what it is. Whatever it is, well, I guess it would matter in some cases. Because y'all done said some weird shit. Y'all be saying some weird shit. Anyway, bringing it back. An ultimatum is just a sign of power. Somebody trying to assert power. You know what I mean? And you have to understand what it looks like. Ladies, fellas, you have to know what it looks like. If you understand the traits of a narcissist, if you understand the traits of a manipulator, if you understand what it looks like, if you've ever done it, you should know what it looks like. If you've never done it, but you've at least seen people say and do dumb shit throughout your whole life, it should be easy to pick up on the traits of a narcissist or the traits of a manipulator. And you should be able to see that a person giving you an ultimatum is either signs of a narcissist or signs of a manipulator. And you should be able to be like, yeah, nah, dog. Nah, so what are you saying? What are you saying? What are you truly saying? No, I'm just saying that if it's this, then it's this. But if it's this, then it's this. Oh. So this is who you are, huh? What are you talking about? No, I see it. I see it clear as day. No, you're trying to make it. No. Let's not change it. I see exactly what this is. Well, all you have to do is, nope. No. So you saying I can pick this, which is what you want, or I can pick this right here, right? Yes, exactly. That's what it's going to be. Are you 100% sure that's what you want to do? It's either going to be this right here, or it's going to be this right here. You're 100% sure. Yep. Bet. Then it's this. Deuces. That's what it is. But you don't even care. You don't even. No, If this is what it's got to be, I choose this. Clearly, you don't give a fuck about me if you're willing to make the ultimatum and you're willing to go that direction. Here's my scenario. I'm gonna insert a scenario here. Years ago, I was put in a situation where this woman said, either you can do more and you can be better for me, which she didn't even know what it looked like. She was too young to know what it looked like, but she said you can do better and you can do better and do more for me, or I can pick this person over here who has better options. Do you hear this shit? Do you hear this shit? In my goofy ass, I was a boy then. I wasn't 20 yet. I was a boy, right? Not knowing what I was staring at, not knowing what I was looking at, I felt some type of way. I felt like she was demeaning me. So what I did was I folded. And I upped the ante and did what she asked me to do. I did what she needed me to do. And my relationship didn't fall apart. Later on, it would end in a divorce, in a breakup. Later on, it would end in a breakup. But see what happened? I wasn't willing to take into consideration what I was looking at. I didn't know what I was looking at, right? And that ultimatum was huge. I just didn't know what I was looking at, right? And later on, another ultimatum came. It's either going to be you in this car or it's going to be me and these kids. Ooh. So you willing to do that to me now, right? I got to get rid of my car, or I got to get rid of my relationship and my kids. You really going to throw that at me like that, right? Do you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And when you understand what an ultimatum is and how the person is coming at you, it changes some shit. I got a buddy that I was in a car club with years ago. I don't know if it was his wife, girlfriend, or whatever. I was under the impression that it was his wife. I don't know her. I don't remember meeting this chick. I don't remember nothing about him and her. I just know they was together and they've been together for a long time. So I was assumed it was his wife. He called her wife. Not friends. We weren't friends. We were just acquaintances. We were around each other. We were in a car club together, right? And I've been knowing him for a long time. We just weren't friends. Friends is a different level, right? And this dude came and told us that his wife was making him sell his car. His wife was making him sell the car. What is a manipulator? To change a thing. A manipulator wants you to change a thing. What's so big about this car? Why does this man, if this man's dream was this car, if this man put his time and efforts into this puzzle, and every little piece that goes into building this puzzle, you willing to take that away from him for your own thoughts and feelings? This man's car, maybe that is where his sanity comes from, and you're willing to make him get rid of it? You see what I'm saying? So again, this ultimatum, this man sold the car. He sold the car. You know what else happened? They ended up in a divorce. He ain't with that chick. So an ultimatum is a clear sign of a red flag. You have to identify what you're looking at when a person gives you an ultimatum. Don't deal with that shit. You ain't got to keep sitting there, you know what I'm saying, staring this person in the face and having a relationship with a person who clearly don't give a damn about you. It is about them and them only. You know what I mean? So, yeah, y'all really need to see this. Y'all really need to understand what an ultimatum is, where it comes from. It doesn't come from an us thing. It comes from a me thing. This is about me and me only. This ain't about you. I don't care. I want what I want. I need what I need, and this is what I'm willing to do to get it. I'm willing to go through this or this to get it, even if it's a what's the word? You know what I mean? Not a bribe. What the fuck? It's pouring out there. If they're willing to do that, yeah, you need to understand what you're looking at. But until next time, have a good night.
They are so full of the cap.